I'm the heavy metal Harley hiker, and thanks for coming back. I'm kind of out on a little training hike, and I've got my backpack here with a pretty close to accurate load that I would normally carry hiking and stuff. But I haven't eaten today. I got hungry, so I've got some of my snacks that I like to make, which I actually learned from somebody else on YouTube. I think she goes by the Hungry Hiker. They're her holy moly bars. I adapted them a little bit, but that's actually the cool thing about her recipe is you can adapt it pretty good and make it a little different every time, and variety's good, right? And I thought we'd talk about my stove. I'm gonna put a link to her recipe, or to her video, which has the recipe in it, in the comments, and then so then let's go. I'll go on to looking at the stove. I forgot what it was called. The MSR XGK EX stove. Burns any liquid fuel from white gas to kerosene or jet fuel. I like that idea. And that way you're not throwing away those fucking pressurized cans that I don't like to use anyway. Reusable fuel bottle. My stove is buried deeper than I remembered, so that's cool. Oh, there it is. All right. Stove comes in this little bag. This is like a windscreen you can set up. Like a little windscreen heat shield, and this is the pump. This is really why this stove works. If you're going to use this, you should carry around an extra gasket kit for them, because they do occasionally fail. I've had to change out a gasket kit once, and so now I think I have 2 gasket kits in my pack. It's a pretty simple change to do the gasket kits. It just takes a couple minutes. It's pretty easy. Anywho, here's the stove. Here's the actual burner. It's sturdy enough to hold a pretty heavy cast iron, and it's a big enough fire to use a cast iron if that's what you're into. It's really hard to see, but under this little cup here, there's like it's like a flathead screw, and it has a hole in it. That's where the fuel comes out. There's one of those tips that you use for like Coleman fuel, white gas kind of thing, and like you can use unleaded gasoline, and then to use the like diesel, kerosene, jet fuel, there's a different little nipple or whatever you want to call it that screws in down there, and I don't know how they're different. I've never used anything. I've never used anything but white gas. All right, so let's see. That little thing goes in that hole, and then you got to orient this clip so that it latches on right there. So just pop, and it's on. So then I just make sure the valve's off, and it is. And then I think it says pump it at least 15 times. I normally just kind of go to town with it until I start to really feel some pushback on the pump. Starting to feel it. This is where it gets kind of dicey. So the first couple times I did this, I almost burned the woods down, because if you don't catch it right when the fuel starts, it can kind of create a big fire for a second. See what we got. Oh yeah. Jesus. I'm just dropping shit everywhere. All right. Lighter. I like the one with the little tip like that. It helps you get in there to where the fuel's coming out. So then you just open the valve, and it takes longer than you think it's going to for fuel to start flowing. Oop, not this time it didn't. There it goes. And you can see that's a pretty good sized flame there for a second. And if you're not careful, enough fuel will come out and get on the ground and stuff. So, jeez. And it takes it a second to calm down. Oh, don't get on me. Oh God, don't get on me. When it starts making that noise, you know it's getting close. We're getting there. And the flame will die down in a couple minutes. I carry my speaker with me sometimes. It's nice. Listen to podcasts while I'm walking, or music. And give it just a little bit of fuel, see if I can get it to calm down. There it goes. That's about to start sounding like a rocket ship. There we go. Check it out. That shit's hot. And then once you close the valve, it takes it a minute to shut up. And then it's going to flicker a little too. There it goes. Like I said, it takes it a minute to shut up. Let's take a look at the snacks. This is one of the bars. They're real filling. I like to adapt the recipe and add different kinds of dried fruits into them. Best I can figure, these things are, this bar is probably, I don't know, this bar is probably 300 or 400 calories. It's super calorie dense. It tastes good. Doesn't take up much space. Doesn't have to be refrigerated. These have been hanging out in my backpack for the better part of a month, maybe more. They're still totally fine. I've eaten I've eaten them that have been in my backpack for close to a year, and they've been fine. So, anyways, cheers. Thanks for watching.